Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the world of barbecue. I'm Jeff with Hallboy Barbecue. It's No Shave November. Don't look at this beard, it's nasty. I wouldn't even call it a beard, okay? Here's a scoop though. I've been cooking all night, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. This week is the week that Michigan plays Ohio State. Beats them. That's what I mean. We're not gonna play them. We're gonna beat them. It's our year, we're taking it. So here's the scoop though. I've been cooking all night. Just under 50 pounds of brisket, 7 racks of ribs on the cooker right now. But the scoop is, for this week in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to garnish boxes, turn-in boxes, okay? I'm gonna show you kale, greenleaf lettuce, and parsley. So, check that out, it's awesome. Go blue. Okay, let me clean up my mess here. Get this water cleaned up. We're in the trailer today. These are the stars of the show right here. We got parsley, greenleaf lettuce, and kale, everybody's favorite. So check your rules. Make sure you can garnish, first of all. If it's a local contest or whatever, just check the rules. But make sure you can garnish, first of all. Second of all, if you can, make sure that these are acceptable garnishes that you can use. Like I said, parsley, greenleaf, and kale. However, if it's KCBS, all 3 of these will fly, and away we go. Okay, so these are some of the tools we use while we're making a box and while we're building a box, meat-wise also. Stuff to keep in mind. So this is a wax carver's kit. I believe everything right here, comes from Harbor Freight, so keep that in mind. But these two are what we use the most. I'm not sure we really ever use these, just because I mean we don't have to. You might have to, but we don't have to. So obviously you're gonna be doing your own thing. But also this one, because it's curved, kind of a slick deal. This is the same thing. I think this is just an assortment of tweezers. A kit you can get from Harbor Freight. We use these the absolute most because of its blunt end. You're not gonna puncture the box or anything like that when you're pushing parsley down in there, and I'll show you all about that later. But these are the tools we use, and we'll have them on hand when we're putting meat in the box and we're building the box for turn-in, the actual turn-in, not just garnish. We'll have these 4 on hand sitting right here next to us while we build our box, and if something ever goes wrong with the garnish, I can grab it and I can push the kale down or something like that and make sure it stays in there and it doesn't puncture it. It doesn't pull it back out when I pull the tool out, nothing like that. This one right here is like the star of the show for sure. So just a few tools we use when we're building the box. All right, first things first, we're gonna take some saran wrap, pull out about 2.5 feet of it, and then we are going to take our greenleaf lettuce and wrap it up tightly in the saran wrap. As tight as possible. Kind of grab it by your hands like this. Grab a handful of it. Kind of tighten it as you go. Until it makes that right there. That's what you're looking for. Alright, next. We're going to try and get rid of this fluffiness here. We don't need it at all. The actual tip of it. You can see all this right here. It's going to look really good, trust me, if you cut it back this way. So I'm going to aim for about right there. Okay. And that's kind of what you're looking for. But we're not going to use that part. We're going to use these parts. Put my pucks in here And I like to get the nice stuff on the outside, of course, because that's what you're going to see, right? So let's just say that this box is a rib box, and your ribs are going to sit right here. So whatever's underneath the ribs aren't going to be seen by the judges. The appearance score comes first. So the table captain of the judges will walk around and present the box to the judges, and they judge appearance. So that's the first thing they do. Then they take the meat out. So if you put your crappy stuff in the middle here, and they're not going to know it, is what I'm getting at. So you put your crappy stuff in the middle here, like, let's see, like this one. See how that's got a lot of stems in it? Oh, that's not too bad, but it's got a decent amount of stems in it. So I might go right there with that. The other, you know, versus this. I mean, that's gorgeous. That's what you're going for time and time again. So when we do this, this is going to be the Greenleaf lettuce, by the way. Greenleaf lettuce box. So, and I'll show you why I'm saying that. But this is what you're going for if you do this kind of box. I'll show you what I mean about all that stuff here in a second. So, crappy stuff, I'm putting in the middle. This one isn't too bad. It's kind of multicolored, kind of cool looking. We'll throw that in the corner. This guy can go right here. The entire reason I'm doing this with the pucks is to make sure I have enough cut and it's gonna sit well in the box. So I think I'm pretty darn confident that they're gonna sit well in the box. So all right, your next move is to get some nice scissors and start cutting the saran wrap. And as you cut the saran wrap, pull it out. And don't forget, we're gonna fix this stuff. So if you start having a problem right away, you can see me holding it. If you start having a problem right away with how things are unraveling, if you will, oops, that's something you don't want right there. That's a foreign object. KCBS, you will be disqualified in that category. So we're gonna just let that go for a hot second here so I can get this guy going. What you can do, you can always set a thing of rub in there to help hold them. Make sure you don't have any saran wrap still in there. Try and I'll take this end of my tool and I'll kind of spread this stuff out a little bit. Don't forget our ribs are going to be sitting like this. So all this stuff will be hidden, these different kind of multicolored stuff. This right here is bumming me out for sure. Not sure I can do much about that, unfortunately. Besides bring this stuff up. I can bring this up to match it a little bit. Okay. And this is really almost a move you want to do while you have meat in the box. But this isn't looking too bad. I mean, an amateur contest, this would be a decent little box. KCBS, it would be kind of tough to turn this in, really. But of course, I'm doing it in a tin box. I'm not taking my time by any means. Like I told you before, my wife does this stuff. She's way better at the tedious stuff than I am. Oh, good night. There we go. That sucks. But we'll make it work for sure. Usually when she's not around, I'll be perfectly honest with you, when she's not around, I do kale. Kale's way easier, you'll find out in the video. So, but this is not a bad box. Garnishment box. Looks pretty good. It's all pretty level. Like I said, when the meat's in here, it'll be like this. So when they're presenting it, it'll look like that. That's not bad. This right here would be your problem area, but I'll push my ribs up to here. Say this is the front of the box. I'll push my ribs up to there, and you know, this back here looks great, all that stuff. So that would be a Greenleaf lettuce box. All right, time for parsley. So this stuff is actually pretty wilted. Look at it. I mean, it's just falling apart. It is not the best stuff by any means. I mean, it's not even mediocre, but again, this is for example purposes, so I can show you guys how we make boxes. But this is very disappointing. This stuff sucks, but we'll make it work. So what I will do right off the rip to get started is I'll take a stock like that. This is usually my part. Sam is my wife, my teammate, is taking the pliers, good night living. She's taking the tweezers and taking the stem of what I give her and pushing them down into the box. So my job is to take, let's see if I can see this right there. So my job is to take parsley like that right there and cut that off. And the result of that is this right here. That right there. That's big enough. Plenty big enough. And it makes a really pretty presentation. So let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Take this and push it down in the bed of lettuce, like so. And you do that about 157 million more times all around here. And that's why Sam does it. Because she is way better at tedious work, like you hear me say about 1,000,000 times. So I'm gonna get going on this, and I'll show you towards the end what it looks like. Alright, so I'm putting the final touches on this box. It's only been like 3 to 9 hours later. Of course, I'm just joking. Yeah, but it's been about, so I just want to show you this real quick. I'll take this, instead of snipping it like I was before, you can take that and do like that. Just kind of snap it off there with the, of course not to do that, but push it down in there, make sure it stays, and that's looking pretty good. There are a few areas that are missing, but I'm giving up. I've had enough. I have had enough, guys. So that is what a parsley box looks like. Now, doesn't that look about 1,000,000 times better? That just looks good, man. I love that stuff. So, same deal. Take your water. Make sure it's good and hydrated. And let's say this box is done, huh? Look at all this stuff I had to go through. Just horrible parsley, man. That's why it's nice to try and get some good organic stuff for you to build your boxes with, because if you don't, you'll end up messing around. So what I do is I take paper towel, and this is not a secret. None of this stuff is secret, guys. This is just everything that I've learned from everybody else. Okay, so I'll take that, lay that on top of this, or lay that on top of the parsley there. Then I take my spritzing bottle and wet the crap out of it. And usually a box is a lot smaller in this, so you can fold the sides up. That way you can shut it, stuff like that. But you do this right here, wet this thing down really good. I'll even Throw a little something like that underneath it. Throw that in your Cambro with some ice or in your cooler with some ice. And away you go. Your parsley box is done. So you've seen Greenleaf lettuce box, and now you've seen a parsley box. And now you know how to store it until you're ready for turn-in time. But yeah, that's beautiful, man. Look, check that out. Love it. It's like a bunch of little 3-leaf clovers or something. So I will show you the easiest way to garnish a box next, which would be kale. Okay, so you have the kale, right? I usually break it off. Break the stem off, get this thing, she gone. Now, I'll rock out, I'll kind of grab it like this, and all you do is get the stem right off of there. So now you have that, and I'll straighten it out in my hand. I'll take it, oh, take this hand, and I'll kind of just rip all that off for depth, because I don't want it. Like I said, if Sam's not with me, she likes doing the parsley stuff. She's into that. She makes things pretty, and she's girly like that. And it's a good thing. It helps us. But when she's not around, I sneak off to the kale side of things, and away I go. You see I got something here kind of holding it for me. We'll get there. Looks like we're gonna be all right. Look at this, bam, that easy. Put it in the box, wrap it up. Wrap it up, I'll take it. Again, right down the stem. Stem's out of the way, boom. Garnishment, wrap it up. Like I said, this will be the third time now, I think. We'll come back, we'll straighten all that out. But for the meantime, we're just gonna get a bed down. Oh my God. Just kind of keep adding it, making it fuller. Shaking the camera. I can see it shaking out of my periph. All right, man. God, you guys, I'm out of kale. Look at, it's all junk over there. That's 2 bushels, 2 bales, whatever you want to call it. But you get the idea. So you take, let's see, can we review one real quick? Look at this. What am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do with that? You can't do nothing with that thing. Get out of here. So you can see kale's just about as pretty as parsley. I would say the biggest difference is parsley's a lot more pale, and because of that, it's not as pretty. But if you give it a little love, that kind of brings out a little more green in it. Ooh, we see a stem, don't we? Look at this, road rash, kale road rash. All right, that's not, ooh, another stem. Look at this, I think I'm getting serious about this. I'm building a box here. There you go. That's not bad. I'll take that. Wrap it up, I'll take it. So there you go. There's 3 of them. You got kale, greenleaf lettuce, and parsley. Greenleaf lettuce looks all right. You gotta buy about 900 bales or 900 heads of greenleaf lettuce to make it look really good, but it is doable. Then you have parsley. That looks good, huh? You remember what we did? We took our tweezers right here. All we did, here, I'll pull one out. All you do is you take your stem, take it by the stem, take it by the stem like that, push it down in there. Bam. Usually I got a finger there to hold it. But that's it, man. And that's on top of our greenleaf lettuce. So our greenleaf lettuce gives us our height, parsley gives us our look. Here, kale does both. So there you go. There's them both. That's it. That's all you got. So make sure, first of all, that you can garnish. Second of all, make sure what I showed you and what you're going to use is legal. Second of all, or third of all, good night. Third of all, make sure that looks good. See you guys next week.
A man can take comfort when it's all